All right, so let's talk about opening a brokerage account. And today we're going to open an account with TastyWorks here together. So I will open an account with you and show you exactly what the account opening process is all about. Now, let's quickly review. Here is what I did in the previous video. I looked at 4 different brokerages: TD Ameritrade, Interactive Brokers, Webull, and TastyWorks. And I had my 8 criteria that I personally use to pick a broker. So I went through this and you see that for me, TastyWorks came up on top. Now, for you, it might be different because you might have different criteria. If you're interested in watching this full video, there's probably a link right now somewhere on the screen or in the description so you can see what criteria I used and how I evaluated these brokerages. Anyhow, TastyWorks came out on top, and this is why right now we will open an account with TastyWorks. So let's jump on the screen and do it here together. So all I did thus far is go to TastyWorks homepage. They say, want 100 shares on us? Sure. If you want to give me 100 shares, I'll be happy to do this. So I'll let you know what shares I'm getting here. So tell me how, and right here we can open an account. So it does seem that we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sections here. So first of all, some account information. Then information about the trader, that's probably me, something regarding access, some security, and then they do need some documents. Now, I can already tell you from experience that brokerages in the United States always need a driver's license and proof of residence. Proof of residence can be your electric bill, can be your water bill. So I am prepared for this. So I do have already my latest electric bill that I can upload, as well as my driver's license front and back. That's what I wanted to show you right here. It is in the folder. But let's get started. So my email address, username and password. So here's what I'm going to do right now. I am typing this in, but I'm coming to you full screen because I decide to keep this information private. So I'm typing in the username, and I will show you what happens when we click on continue and go to the next screen. Good, fantastic. So here's the next step. We do need to confirm the email. So I can use my username and password, and I need to confirm the email address. We just send you an email. Please be sure to click the link you find within the next 72 hours. Okay, so we don't have to do this now. We can do this with the next 72 hours, so we'll be fine. Now, the next step is that it is asking me what kind of account do I want to open? An individual, an entity, trust, joint? I want to open just an individual account for me personally, Markus Heitkoetter, and I would like to have a margin account. I don't want to have a cash account, not a retirement account. So for my purposes, for my style of trading, I am choosing individual, there we go, and margin account. Step number 2. So now I have to fill in, apparently, a bunch of personal information, which I will do right now. Are you a US citizen? No, I'm not. Are you a permanent resident? Yes, I am. My country of citizenship is Germany. I can tell you that. So no surprise there. You probably already know this. I am born and raised in Germany, 100% German. I do, of course, have a social security number. So you need to do social security number. It is asking how many dependents I have, my date of birth. I think we are somewhere at a point where I can share my desktop again. So we are now on employment information. That is a difficult one. I am not employed. I'm not unemployed. I'm not retired. I'm not a student. So let's say I am employed, and the employer name is, I have a company, as you know, Rockwell Trading Services, LLC. It is an education company, and my job title is kind of the owner of the company. Let's see. Are you subject to backup withholding? No. Are you a director, 10% shareholder, or policymaking officer? No, I'm not. Are you employed with the securities or futures member firm? I am not. Is the account maintained for a current or former politically exposed person? Holy moly, no, of course not. The trusted contact, since I'm my own trusted contact, that's what I will enter here. So I need to come back to you for just a second while I am filling this out. Should be fairly quick. So that's a little bit unusual why they ask for a trusted contact when I just said, hey, I'm the account owner and I'm the only one on the account. I don't want to give anybody else access to the account. So it's asking for my date of birth again. I can tell you this, there's no secret. It's November 15th, 1969. Yes, so this year I will be turning 51 years old. And now it says, to help the government find funding of terrorism, we have to acknowledge something. And yes, we want to continue to trading access. There we go. So I want to buy stock. I want to short sell stock. I want to buy options. I want to sell covered calls. I want to sell naked calls. I want to sell naked puts and futures. Okay, so let's see if I qualify for the works. Please describe your knowledge of stocks. I would say my knowledge of stocks is pretty extensive. Covered options and spreads, I want to say it is pretty extensive because I've been doing it for a very long time. Uncovered options, I mean, you've watched me doing uncovered options. What do you think? What is my knowledge of uncovered options, of selling naked calls and puts? I would say extensive. And futures, I've been trading futures for since 1998, I believe. So I also would say very extensive. Trading objective. I am willing to take larger risks here. Yeah, so it's speculation. That's it for me. So my annual income currently it's probably between 500,000 and 1.2 million. Last year it was a little bit higher. So last year it was a little bit over $1 million, but I think that will be fine. My liquid net worth is 5 million and above, so we're good. Net worth and liquid net worth. Oh, it's probably how much money I have right now in cash. So I mean, in my savings account or my checking account, I probably have around 400,000, 500,000, and then I have a lot of money invested in real estate. Okay, continue to security. Confirm your identity. It is confirmed. Okay, validate your device. Now I need to send a verification code to my mobile number. Let's do this. So it sent it here to my mobile number. The verification code that I got is 161422. Validate. And this worked as well. And now there's a security question. You can select your own question, which is actually pretty cool. So I'm doing this and I am typing the answer. Okay, continue to important documents. Okay, so now, holy moly, there is a bunch of documents that you have to acknowledge and sign and supposedly read. And you can read these. It's kind of when you're buying a house and signing up for a mortgage, right? So there's a lot of stuff. And they ask, have you received, read, understood each of the documents above and agreed to all provisions in each document? So shh, don't tell anybody. I will say yes, even though I haven't read them. Again, this is not my first rodeo. I have opened accounts before. I know what it says. It basically says I'm responsible for anything. The broker is not responsible for everything. That's what it says in many, many documents. So shh, don't tell anybody that I say, yeah, I've read them, because I've read them in the past and they're not that interesting to read here together. So yes, review your application. Now this is where I probably have to come back because it shows a bunch of sensitive information here right now. Yes, it does. So it is basically just saying, all right, if I am Markus Heitkoetter, I agree that all of the stuff above is correct, and sign and submit the application. Let's do this. So now they're saying we're setting up your account. Please do not refresh your browser. I won't. Let's see what happens. Kind of exciting. I said I haven't opened an account in 3 or 4 years. Congratulations, you opened your first account and the TastyWorks journey has begun. You're now signed into the TastyWorks account management site and the status of your account and any future account appears in the blue box on this page. First things first, before you close this pop-up, you should download the TastyWorks desktop platform. Let's do this. Let's just quickly download it, install it. It's only 200 megabytes, so this should be rather quickly. So while this is downloading in the background, I want to see if there's anything else I need to do right now. Let me just come back to you because I'm going to click on my account, data. Okay, so when I click on my account, here's what happens. You've initiated one account at TastyWorks. Okay, it is processing. I do have an account here. To be honest, I am a little bit surprised that it didn't ask me to upload my documents because usually you have to upload your driver's license and proof of residence, which is usually a water bill, a gas bill, electric bill. I'm a little bit surprised that it didn't do that. Okay, well, it is what it is. There is not much more to do, apparently, right now, besides waiting for the email. As you can see, this is pretty straightforward, pretty easy, no big deal. So apparently it's a 2-step process here. Step number 1 was today, fill out the account application, and now you know exactly what an account application looks like. Is this making sense as far as this helpful at all, that you see what exactly it looks like when you open an account? If it is, do me a favor, click on like really quick right now. And I know that it was a little bit odd that I have to be off screen sometimes when I enter personal information. But hey, now you know what is being asked when you open an account. It's pretty painless, right? I mean, how long did it take us to open the account? 10 minutes, and it's just a matter right now of being approved. All right, so it has been a few hours and I did receive an email from TastyWorks saying that my account is approved. It was a matter of really a couple of hours. So now the next step is to fund the account. And that's what we're going to do here together right now. So I'm showing you exactly how you can fund an account. In order to do this, I'm going to tastyworks.com. It remembered me, so I'm still logged in. I'm clicking on my account that is now approved. And when you go to my account, you now need to fund the account. When funding the account, you have several possibilities. You can do it by ACH, by wire transfer, by check, and I have no idea what ACAT is. Don't know that. So here's what I found. When I logged into the account, I was ready to wire them some money, but then they say, you know what? The fastest thing is to do it by ACH. By doing so, all I needed to do is select my bank and log into my bank, and it was already linked. So it was super, super easy to do this. Now, here's an important thing, and this is something to remember. Because of anti-money laundering, is that it? Laws? Yeah, an AML laws. Anyhow, all the money from the brokerage account needs to come back into the account that you're wiring it from. So choose wisely. If you link one account and you wire money from there into your brokerage account, that has to be the account that the money is coming back to. Okay, let's actually fund this. And all we need to do here is the transaction frequency is 1 time. And the deposit amount, this is where we had the poll going on. I asked you, how much money would you like me to deposit into the account? I asked you, should I deposit $5,000, $10,000, or $25,000? 169 have voted, and the vote is $10,000. So I will put $10,000 in there, and I will trade it together with you as a $10,000 account. So we do it right now, $10,000. And you see, in order to be processed the same day, ACH deposits must be in by 2 p.m. Right now, it is 3 p.m. Central Time. So it is a Friday anyhow, so we won't be able to trade with the money today, but we can trade with it on Monday, and that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to click continue. All it does, it's confirming a few things. I hit submit, and by doing so, it is now asking me to send a security code. Now the security code is being sent to my cell phone, so we're verifying it. Okay, your deposit is processing. Head over to schedule deposits to check his account status. Okay, so, oh, look at this. Trade with your funds today. Your ACH transfer was successfully submitted. Funds are typically available within 1 to 2 business days, but we are happy to grant you $1,000 in buying power in the meantime while we wait for the full amount to settle. Okay, please note, by opting in, you will not be able to cancel this pending ACH. Would you like us to grant buying power? Okay, yes. So that's pretty cool. It seems while they're waiting for the funds, they say, okay, we already give you $1,000 to trade with. Cool. Let's open the platform and let's see what this platform is all about. Now, every single broker platform has 5 main elements, and we're going to try to find these 5 main elements here. So the first is, where can we enter the trades? And you see, usually it shows activity positions right here, trade. So this is obviously when we click on trade, where we can place a trade. Oh, okay, this is how it works. So I will make myself familiar with the platform over the next few days, but if I want to go long a stock, I do it here. And oh my gosh, there's all these options. So I can short a put option, can short a vertical. Okay, that does look pretty cool. Now, here's the deal. I will familiarize myself with this trading platform probably over the weekend. Right now, as I'm recording it, is Friday. And then when we're ready to trade on Monday, I'll probably hopefully know what I'm doing. And otherwise, we'll figure it out together. So if you enjoyed this video and would like to see how I am trading the $10,000 that you asked me to put in the account, I gave you several options. You said, do $10,000. So we'll see how quickly we can grow this $10,000 account. And if you would like to watch me how to do this, click on subscribe right now and hit the little notification bell, because this way you get a notification from YouTube whenever I release a new video or when I'm going live and show you exactly how I trade live. Hey, and make sure that you click on like. The more likes I get, the more videos I'll make. Promised. Okay, I'll talk to you soon.